It's a really pleasure for all of the people I met here. This is actually a more detailed surface sort of explanation about Turkey, about solar energy potentials, so on and so forth, because it's a very good renewable energy in Turkey. So let's start. Turkey is experiencing high growth rates, as most of the people familiar with that. I got chat with a couple of people during the lunch and in morning session. They actually in the same feeling with me that the high growth rates needs sort of a huge energy demand. So one of the main outcomes of this growth is soaring energy demand for a country which is heavily relies on imported fossil fuels. Upward momentum of capacity utilization rate in industrial production reveals that the demand for energy resources will possibly increase in the near future. High dependency on imported energy resource creates collateral damage on flourishing Turkish economy. Increase in energy resource imports increase the currency demand of country and create deficits in current account balance of payments of Turkish Republic. So let me tell something about solar energy. So future production of renewable energy resources are expected to increase. The hydropower, geothermal, nuclear, and wind energy resources are promising in future. The solar energy is unique opportunity for matching the deficit in energy resource supply. That the cleanness, low-cost production, and easy access to resources in most parts of Turkey make solar energy business very lucrative, profitable, and efficient. Flat plate solar collectors, some may be familiar, and you may see easily in most part of Southern Europe. For hot water, coastal areas are highly used. Electricity generation via photovoltaic collectors is very limited to some research institutions. Because of the desirable environmental and safety aspects, it's widely believed that solar energy will be utilized instead of other alternative energy forms, because it can be provided sustainability without harming the environment. So it's very obvious that Turkey is a solar energy rich country, with an average annual sunshine duration of 2,640 hours in a year, in an intensity of 3.6 kilowatts in a day. Residential and commercial sectors, especially in the southern and western regions, have installed flat plate collectors. Solar energy usage in Turkey can be categorized as following: conventional water heating, solar drying of agriculture products for organic farms, in heat pump and photovoltaic energy. Besides first two of them, there is a limited utilization of this source. Meantime, conventional water heating is still old-fashioned, and thermal energy storage for more efficient production is still very rare. Okay. So let me just finish with the potential benefits of solar energy in Turkey. The high energy demand in near future, there are some one by one. The high energy demand in near future makes those investments very popular and profitable in coming years. So high growth rate and increasing industrial production, expectations in near future, soaring energy demand of Turkey, low cost, alternative renewable energy resources become much more attractive for the consideration of opportunity costs. Implementation of new technologies in photovoltaic devices decrease the implication expenditures of solar energy investments. The nexus between high energy demand and new investments for solar energy production is positive. Thus, the expectations for solar energy market are very promising. The second, government financial incentives for the solar energy production are very high in order to attract new investments. In order to match energy demand of Turkey, government started monetary benefits for new investments. So there are financial incentives to increase private solar energy investments in Turkey. Per kilowatt hour incentives for renewable energy investments are shown in the following table that I got in my paper. And government policy is very supportive for private and renewable energy investments, which create extra employment for national resources. Solar energy investments got biggest share of support with 22.5% US dollar cent per kilowatt energy production. The high availability of free land and for solar farms. Ministry of Energy's Solar Energy Action Plan, covering 27 of the country's provinces, including eventual investment topping 2.8 billion US dollar. The potential of free and unoccupied lands in these regions are available for solar energy production investments with relatively low initial costs. The top provinces chosen as solar energy sites were Konya province, most probably some aware where they are, Van province, Mersin province, and Karaman province. Turkey has high solar energy potential due to its geographic location. Turkey's geographic location is in a sunny belt between 36 and 49 north latitude, and global solar radiation on horizontal surface and sunshine hours are measured by all recording stations in Turkey. The yearly average solar radiation is 2.6 kilowatt hour per square meters day, and the total yearly radiation period is approximately 2,640 hours. That provides splendid opportunity for the production of solar energy in Turkey. Solar energy is widely accepted and recognized by citizens of Turkey. The public awareness of the benefits of solar energy is very significant. Turkish citizens are generally well informed about the advantages of solar energy. The renewability of this source makes it very profitable for home consumption for inhabitants, especially in southern and western provinces. The scientific research reveals that the penetration of solar energy production will increase in Turkey as well as most part of Europe. Delphi analysis applied to solar energy industrial manufacturers. The result of this SWOT analysis, the result of SWOT analysis application concludes that 20% of all electricity production in Turkey, in our country, will be by solar energy in 2050. So, conclusion: Turkey has to increase the usage of alternative energy resources in order to cope with soaring energy demand of country. That also enables citizens to have clean, efficient, renewable, and affordable energy resources. Country's geographic location is very suitable for the effective production of solar energy. Besides primitive usage of hot water, the new technologies enable electricity production by solar fields. The increase in the solar energy production also will decrease import of the fossil energy resources from abroad, mainly from the Middle East. This will be a remedy for current account deficits, which is something like 7 to 8%. And besides, if we neglect the import of fossil energy imports, it's something like 1%, less than 1% trade account deficit, which is nothing. And state financed incentive will also diminish initial investment costs of solar energy to farms. Public awareness is well enough in Turkey about the positive impacts of solar energy. Meantime, liberalization of energy markets increased private enterprises in electricity production. Thus, the share of private sector in solar energy supply increased in electricity production in Turkey. Thank you.